Every year she has at least 1,000 new defendants charged with felony crimes. So that's 16,000 people charged with felony crimes she's dealt with. And when you're sending people to prison and you're sending people to death row, not everyone's happy with that.
Breaking now, a Texas judge is recovering from a shooting, and investigators say they think she was targeted in an attack taking place in the driveway of her Austin home. Police say Judge Julie Kosurik was lured from her driveway, then ambushed by an attacker. Police in Houston, 3 hours away, are now questioning a man who may have a connection to the judge. Joining us now, Tony Plohetsky, investigative reporter for the Austin American-Statesman. Tony, let's start at the beginning. You know this judge well. On Friday night, she was returning home. Was it her son who was driving her?
That is my understanding. They were coming home from a high school football game around 10:30 at night. And as they were pulling into their driveway in an affluent West Austin neighborhood.
A driveway with a gate, right?
A driveway with the gate. And here's the deal. Someone apparently, this shooter, this gunman, apparently placed an obstruction in the gate, or right in front of the gate, requiring the driver of her car, again believed to be her son, to get out of the car to move in. And it was at that point, according to law enforcement, that the judge was shot. Did not take a direct bullet, but was instead injured severely by shrapnel and broken glass during this incident.
Yeah, it's incredible to me. I mean, somebody apparently jumped out of the bushes, basically, and fired several shots, must have shattered the windows, and she was hit by shrapnel and glass, but not directly hit by any of the bullets.
That is my understanding. And of course, the big questions now are whether or not this person had been potentially stalking her in the weeks and months before this happened. Could he have followed her home from this high school football game? A lot of unanswered questions. But of course, this raises new questions, too, about how state district judges are secure, not only when they're on the bench, but also in their homes. Of course, there tends to be a lot of protection for federal judges across the country. But that level of security, from what my understanding is that it is significantly different on the state level. And now we are beginning to see a push by local judges here for more security. Again, not just when they are in their chambers or on the bench, but potentially even when they are in their own homes.
Now, someone has been arrested arrested in connection with another case, but they are considered a person of interest in her shooting. That person is under arrest in Houston, we understand. Do you know anything about that person and what the connection might be to the judge?
Yes, this was all breaking very, very late last night, and I actually worked the phones overnight trying to figure out, first of all, of course, who this person is and what his connection to the judge is. We are still working through gathering a lot of that information, but what I am learning is that this person, who again is being held in for questioning in this incident, had a hearing, a court date set in December in this judge's court. He was on what is called deferred adjudication here in Texas. It's a form of probation, and apparently prosecutors had recently filed a motion with the judge to revoke his deferred adjudication, which potentially or even likely was going to send him to prison.
Wow. A lot of information yet to be uncovered in this very scary case. We certainly wish the judge well as she recovers.
Absolutely.
Tony Plohetsky from the Austin American-Statesman. Tony, thank you.
You bet.